Hello everybody, welcome to another stream. Getting in here with some Microsoft Flight Sim, going from Adelaide to Melbourne. Continuing on from last week's flight, we're gonna go from Perth direct to Melbourne, then we stopped over at Adelaide, and then the internet crashed. So we're going from Adelaide to Melbourne and probably do a return flight from Melbourne back to Adelaide. But happy Saturday to you all. Hope you're all doing well. We are running on the latest update for Adelaide Airport scenery. Let's turn off the autofocus for a second. This is the detailed scenery. Adelaide Airport looks very, very cool. Haywire, of course. So we're currently at gate 25. I don't know why it says it's closed, but anyway. Yeah, it's really cool, very detailed. I wonder if we can actually go down. If it'll take us down this way. Oh, that's convenient. A brick wall, that's awesome. But normally it takes you down to the bottom part here. We're flying with the A321X tonight with the Qantas leg livery. We have the APU fired up, ground power is turned off, we are powered up inside, ready to go. Flying out tonight. We have all loaded up, I think all the baggage is loaded up, so we're ready to rock and roll. Get out of here. This is a beautiful aircraft and scenery too. Oh, stunning. I think there's even a Bunnings, I think. Yeah, there is. That's funny. Let's see if we can go fast. Drone speed, let's crank this up. This is anticlimactic. Oh dear. That's it's meant to be quick. Here's Bunnings over here. Okay, let's go back to the aircraft. Oh. I reckon we're ready to depart. Drop into the cabin. Go and grab ourselves ATC. Get the ATC information.
Adelaide Airport information Golf 10000. Wind 171 at 20.
2997 for tonight.
Sky condition, ceiling 2,600 feet overcast. Temperature 14.
Pop that in.
2.10. Altimeter 29.907.
We're going to clearance, get clearance delivery. The IFR clearance to Melbourne.
Clearance delivery Qantas 1835 IFR to Melbourne, ready to copy.
Qantas 1835 is cleared to Melbourne Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 23 climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Departure frequency
5,000 feet.
125.3 squawk 0171.
0171.
Qantas 1835 cleared to Melbourne Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 23
Keeps the music
climb and
rolling.
maintain 5,000 feet. Departure on 125.3 squawk 0171.
Qantas 1835 readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.7 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Let's turn on tax. We'll have Wi-Fi equipment turned on. Next UPIC should be on. It was before. I had that on before. It's already running. There we go. No, we're changing ground. We're not ready for departure just so we got people still boarding. I'm going to turn on the terrain. Indies. Close up some doors. Catering and baggage we can close. Perfect. It was a pretty straight out departure tonight, going out from runway 23. Let's zoom in. Departing at runway 23 and then into runway 16 on arrival into Melbourne. My plan is calculated and good to go. Pop it up here so you can see. So departing out of runway 23 from Adelaide, going on to Culp, to Sully, Morphed, to Clary, and then down to Bendigo, and a straight in approach to runway 16. Not too bad. I believe they're still boarding at the moment, so that's fine. We got APU turned on, so we are good. Strobe lights we don't have to worry about, but put them to auto for now. Everything else is looking fine. Emergency lights will arm those. We'll open up the fuel pumps. Get those fired up. And other than that, we should be good to rock and roll. Wait for them to board. Yeah, it's been a very busy week at work, so I'm glad we can get in here tonight and get a short stream done. Go back to ARC, bring this up to 80 degrees. And we'll wait for passengers aboard. We need to go into performance page. That's something I haven't done yet. We're going to get our flaps. We're going to go flaps 2 for this departure. Flex temperature of 45. V1 speeds are going to be 121. VR speeds are going to be 122. V2 speeds are 126. Transition altitude 10,000 feet. Other than that, that is good to go. That's the climb. Don't need to worry about that right now. Cruise. We are cruising up to 390. But this flight generally from Adelaide to Melbourne is quite short. It's only like, I think, 30 minutes in the air, so it's very short. Doesn't take long. So I reckon, yeah, 23 is over this direction. Oh, looks like there's a Frontier plane getting ready to go as well. I don't know why Frontier is... why that's in Adelaide, but whatever. Go figure. Yeah, the detail looks amazing. I haven't even looked properly through the whole airport yet. Let's have a little browse. Wow, it's very detailed. I wonder if they got like their main foyers and stuff. Yeah. Like at the baggage handling stuff? Not really. That's disappointing. Look at the car park at least. It's mostly just the terminals that they've done. Still not bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your flight attendant speaking. At this time, please be sure to make sure all large carry-on items are in the overhead bins and your small items are underneath the seat in front of you. If you have any trouble or need any assistance, please don't hesitate to let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to help you. If the overhead bin is full after you put your carry-on inside of it, please close the bin as a courtesy to other passengers. Once all your items are put away, please clear the aisle and sit down in your seat to allow other passengers to find their seats as well. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card in the seat back in front of you. Please make sure you are willing and able to perform the actions required. If you are not able or prefer not to perform these actions, please let a flight attendant know so you can be reseated. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Alright. Still boarding at the moment, but that's not a problem. Let's see here. Pressure is looking good in the greens. Batteries are looking good. Hydraulics are in the green. Fuel solid on both sides. APU flaps are open. Flaps are good. They're on. Doors, we've just got the cabin door open since they're still boarding at the moment. Go ahead and arm the ground spoiler. Dum, 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 dum. 5,000 feet for the transitional, 5,000 feet for our departure. Going out as 0171 for the score code. We're going to set this to TRAR. For the time being, then we can flick it to auto when we get to the runway. We're going to do a quick flows. ADRS are on to nav position. Crew supply is on. Flows are good. Strobe lights set. Beacon lights off. Wing lights off. Primary tail lights off. Landing lights off. Laser lights set to off. APU is on. Turn on the APU bleed. That's us ready for taxi. Dum 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 dum. I got the music a bit here. What we would do in the meantime, we turn on weather systems, weather radars can come on. This is a step I always forget to do, so we might as well do it while we've got the time. And that is looking fine. We might even crank up the floodlights a bit. Oh wow, they're very bright now. Let's turn those down. Is it that one? Yeah, it's that one. Just like a nice ambient light like that. That's good. Surely they should be boarded by now. Almost. It's almost full. Got a couple more to board. We'll go ahead and get tow request. Pushback, sorry.
Ground Qantas 1835 requesting pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
1835 pushback request accepted.
This is ground. Stand by.
Oh, sorry for the remaining passengers. Have to jump from the jetway since we've already detached. Is that the Etihad? Ethiopian? No, that was a Qantas link. Wow, that livery went backwards. What the hell? That's weird.
We're ready to go when you are.
Alright, perfect. They're ready to go. So are we. Let's go ahead and start pushback.
Okay, sir.
Good
Bypass
evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 1835 with service to Melbourne.
There's
Our
lots
flight
going on
time is
here.
roughly 59 minutes.
Right, they're gonna lift the aircraft. I love this feature.
We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large
Plane goes
devices are
up.
now shut down and
How cool is that?
If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt. Verify it is low and
Alright, they are standing by for pushback. We are ready for reverse.
Cockpit to ground.
Cabin crew,
Go ahead.
clear cabin for departure.
We are cleared for start and push.
Engine mode selected set
Parking brake
to start.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes released.
Parking brakes are released. Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
We're gonna start up engine
Start in
number
the
1
sequence.
today. Begin with engine 1 start. Let's make sure that that is starting up. You can see it's end 1 and 2 starting to spool. We forgot to do one crucial thing and turn on the beacon lights.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oops.
please direct your complete attention to the flight attendants as they demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. You will notice a
Beacon
light
lights on.
illuminated above your seat.
Yep.
When this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelts low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten
Engine
by
1
pulling on the loose
successfully
end of the
starting.
strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you
Good
keep your
stuff.
seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as we may experience unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. To familiarize yourself with the emergency exits on this aircraft, please refer to the safety card in the seat back pocket in front of you. In some cases, your nearest exit might be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor to guide you towards the exit. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth, secure the elastic band behind your head, tighten the straps if necessary, and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is
Our
flowing to the
engine 1
mask.
is stabilized. We're going to go over to engine number 2, firing up engine number 2.
Secure your mask on first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it is safe to remove it. In the event that the pilot
We're going to go
decides
ahead
to
and
attempt to
set
swim, a fashionable life
push
vest
back
is
here.
located in a
Okay,
pouch
push
under
back
your
completed.
seat or
Please
between
set
the
your
arm
parking
rests.
brake.
Park brake set.
When instructed to do so,
Parking
open
brake
the
set.
plastic pouch and remove the
Parking
vest.
brake set.
Flip it over
Lowering
your heart.
aircraft.
Wrap the straps around your waist.
Our
and
engine
buckle
2
up the
firing
strap.
up.
Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the
Ground.
vest, pull
Startup
firmly
is
on the red
complete.
cord
You may
only when
disconnect.
exiting the aircraft.
Roger.
If your
There's a
head
lot going on right now.
automatically,
See you
pull
at
to
the
the
side.
mouthpieces for
Have a good
manual
flight.
inflation. Each vest
There's
is
music
equipped with
happening.
a
There's these
wiggle
guys
device.
talking to
Thank you.
us.
If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a
Brain's about to die.
secondary flotation device.
Alright, good. They've
Once again,
disconnected.
all
Engine
devices
2
must
is
be in airplane
up and
mode,
running.
and
We're going to go ahead and
devices
turn
must
on
be turned
the...
off and stowed at this time.
As well, let's set the
Please securely
taxi.
stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and
Perfect.
tray tables are in their full upright
Transporter's
position.
armed.
We
Flaps
remind
2.
you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with,
Flaps set to
disabling,
2.
or destroying the smoke detectors located
We're going to go
in
ahead and
the
do
lab
a
floor is
flight
prohibited by
control
law.
check. Starting
All
off with the
information and warnings
ailerons.
found in the safety card located in the
Pull left
seat back in
aileron.
front of you.
Neutral.
We suggest
Let's go to
reading
flight
this and
controls.
letting a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Let's go all. Flight controls. Full left. Aileron. Neutral. Full right. Aileron. Neutral. Pitch down. Neutral. Pitch up. Neutral. Rudder. Full left. Rudder. Neutral. Full right. Rudder. Neutral. Perfect. Okay, good to go. Auto brake set to max. Check. M1 stabilized. Engine mode selected back to normal. And we can go ahead and turn off the APU bleed. And we can turn off the APU. We are good to go. We're going to turn on the wing lights, turn on the runway turn-off lights. And we are good to start to roll. We got a taxi IFR.
Ground Qantas 1835 with hotel ready to taxi IFR.
Qantas 1835 taxi to and hold short of runway 23 using taxiway Tango Tree Kilo Alpha 6 Bravo 2. Contact tower on 120.5 when ready.
We should get some sort of progressive taxi. Oh god, it's over there.
And hold short runway 23 via taxiway Tango
Well, that's to go
Tree Kilo
backwards.
Alpha 6
That's
Bravo
awkward.
2.
We'll go straight. We'll just head to the next taxiway. We're gonna release parking brakes. Like bit of power. Do a quick brake check. Brakes are good.
We're prepared for takeoff.
Perfect. That's what we want to hear. We're gonna roll.
Please note, the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there's a reading light on the panel above you.
Take this taxiway. We'll check our right here just to make sure there's no aircraft coming from the other direction. We are looking good. Off to runway 23. Very short taxi for tonight, which is nice, and we are looking good for our departure. 3 minutes to go. Cabin crew will go to check. Where's the check button? Isn't that it? Oh dear, we're going off. Oh jeez. This is awkward. I'm too busy getting distracted down here. Tune to tower. I'm gonna cue the music for departure.
Tower Qantas 1835 ready for IFR departure runway 23.
Landing lights coming on, strobe lights coming on. Runway coming on, stopwatch. Starting clock. Tip of the 3000. Cabin check.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff runway 23 Qantas 1835.
Alright, all lights are on. There's all lights at the takeoff. We're going to close that. Do a quick check on the left. Left's clear. Right's clear. Flex 45 for tonight. Max set back to the auto. We'll get the 50% in one, and then we'll start to roll. Flex 45. 50% in one. Nose wheels down 5%. Airspeeds are alive. 80 knots, cross check. Continuing. 100 knots, each without 100. B1, rotate. Bit of wind by the looks of it. Positive rate of climb, gears coming up. We're going to be arriving in 1 hour in 1 hour's time. Not too bad. We're going to go flaps 1. Airspeeds. Flaps retracted. Down to total climb. Bring that volume down a bit. Go to the Melbourne Centre. We're going to manually fly the plane for the time being until we get around the departure here. As we turn around here, going a little bit early, so we're going to go ahead and straighten ourselves up. Okay, we didn't turn on that. Here we go. We can go ahead and retract ground spoilers. While it breaks off. We realistically should be taking Colpy, but we're going to just do a cut straight to Morph. Going up to 15,000. We're just going to go direct to Morph. Engage autopilot. Terrain radars can come off. Very nice departure out of Adelaide. We can turn off the wing lights. When we turn off lights, wing lights can come off. Passing 10,000. And their lights coming off.
Gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000
We'll just clear that warning. I don't know why it does that every time.
Is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be directed to a page to pay a small fee for internet access. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi.
Turn and bring
and
anti-ice.
a wide range of free live TV and paid movies library.
Get the turbulence. That was a nice departure out of Adelaide. 56 minutes till Melbourne. Bring that music back. Just a little bit of turbulence, but nothing to be alarmed about. Constraints will turn on. Should have done that as well. Forgot about that. So we should be above 14,000 feet by Barker, which we are going to be at 15,000 feet at that time. Everything else is looking good. Lovely. Approaching 15,000. Positional altitude, we can go to standard. Going to 270.
Climb and maintain flight level 270, Qantas 1835.
Going to 270. Here we are. It is dark out there. Let's check what we're gonna look like tonight. So top of climb is our pass lowest in between Gracie, and the top of descent is by Spider. So we begin that descent down. Looks like it's going to be a nice gradual descent into Melbourne. Very still approaching that. Go back to 80 nautical miles. So we've got this weird zigzag sort of thing happening. We're going to Murray, to Bendu, to Brina. Some weird ass zigzag, but anyway. 20,000 feet now. Boom, 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 boom. Nice bank. As I said last week, mostly going to be looking at streaming as much as I can during the week. Mostly with my new shifts now, during the days it was a bit difficult, so we'll see what we can do in terms of getting some streams done. God, if anything, mostly be the weekend now, probably like a Saturday night, Sunday is what we'll aim for, even a Friday night. But we'll work something out. Passing through 24,000. Let's do a little capital announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Qantas Link 1835 from Adelaide to Melbourne. I'd like to take the time to welcome you aboard. Currently we're cruising past 25,000 feet. We're looking at about 51 minutes 30 seconds en route to Melbourne. At the moment there's a bit of turbulence. We're going to advise that you remain seated at the present time. We'll most likely flick off the safety super sign down the track approximately once we reach our cruise altitude of flight level 390, 39,000 feet. We may not reach that cruise altitude just in time to descend to Melbourne, but we'll get back to you on that and its current time. Now let's sit back, relax and enjoy the flight, and thank you once again for flying with us, and we hope you have a great night. From Adelaide to Melbourne. So I'd like to take the time to welcome you aboard. Currently we're cruising past 25,000 feet. We're looking at about 51 minutes 30 seconds en route to Melbourne. At the moment there's a bit of turbulence. We're going to advise that you remain seated at the present time. We'll most likely flick off the safety super sign down the track approximately once we reach our cruise altitude of flight level 390, 39,000 feet. We may not reach that cruise altitude just in time to descend to Melbourne, but we'll get back to you on that and its current time. Now let's sit back, relax and enjoy the flight, and thank you once again for flying with us, and we hope you have a great night. Not a bad cabin announcement. Look at that moon. Right, the plane's really struggling to make this turn. It's a very sharp turn, that's for sure. What's the next waypoint? It's up to Drainer. We'll also just go direct to Dukes. Instead of the plane making that right bank, it's just gonna slow us down. It's good that they got us up to flight level 370 almost instantly. So we should have a bit of time to actually maintain. As you can see, but there's not a lot of time for at the top of descent, top of climb. We're pretty much at that cruise altitude for maybe like 5-10 minutes, if that. They were straight up descending. The strains would turn off. Might dim some of these lights a bit more. That looks better. Delayed response? Hey? What are you talking about, Puddles? Oh, you just arriving to the stream? Welcome, sir. Just you rocking up? Yeah. Just a loud entrance from yourself, ain't it? We just departed from Adelaide. Not a bad departure, a bit of turbulence though, but we're en route to Melbourne. Just getting ourselves back on course. How are you doing, sir, though, Mr. Puddles? Hope you're doing well. We ain't around. Ah. Bet. Okay, we got the option to go up to 390. That's a cruise altitude. We got to that. Oh yeah. Slowly drowning in uni work. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Still disassembling, deassembling the hair dryers. Are you? Redesigning it? Yeah. Oh, you're redesigning it. My bad. Yeah, that's right. Very, very nice. Is the music... What's the audio like for you, Puddles? Is it pretty good mixed with music and sound? One of my group members pulled out the jet the day before a presentation and said, "Soz, I've got a newborn, so I'm over dropping." Damn. Mix is good? Fantastic. That's not good though, to be dropping out just like before the presentation day. 11 or 12. That's not... You're almost done. How exciting. 1 week to go. Oh yeah. Yeah, and they drop it now. I bet. Yeah, that must be really shitty. Bad for them. Yeah, coming up to the last week and they just drop out. And we're coming up to 390. We should start to idle a little bit. Just saying that we don't have a lot of time at the top of top of climb actually. It's by lols. It's funny. We're only coming up to Dukes anyway, so we've got better. I mean, realistically, since they've got us up to the top of climb relatively soon, or at the cruise altitude relatively soon, we are gonna have a bit of time up here, which is nice. I was just saying before, my shifts have changed a bit, so we're trying to work out where I can fit streams and stuff into. So bear with me on that one. I'm doing my best to try and shuffle things around. What's our current flight level? We are flying at 390, flight level 390. Let's see if I can do... Here we are. Yeah, it's pretty tough. I'm doing like... Last week was 11 till 7, and it's... No, 10 till 7, then it was 11 till 7 this week, so yeah, that's all over the shop. So we'll try and do like a Monday night, or God, not even that. We'll try and do like a... Maybe a Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, or something like that. But I'm trying to work out where I can fit these in. Obviously, my life is important, more than anything, so... We'll try and find time to squish it in. My car's out of action as well, so morning streams aren't even a problem. Morning streams are going to be a problem, so... Automation stream? I haven't even purchased that yet. With the new Far Cry that's come out, we might even do that, the new Far Cry. Play that a little bit. I might even bring in some of these series from the YouTube channel, since I'm focusing on Twitch more so. So we could look at... you know, Far Cry New Dawn, Hitman, they have LSPDFR as well, and yeah, we could try automation, but I can see what that's like if I got some time to fit that in. I haven't touched the Battlefield beta, no. If anything, I'm not one for Battlefield as much. I haven't really experimented with that too much. Maybe that's something we could look at as well. Have I played since Battlefield 4? Yeah. Haven't played any of them, so... I have no idea. You sunk way too many hours? I bet. That's like me in Flight Sim. I've done so many hours in this, like, not just this sim, but also X-Plane 11 and stuff. Bad Company 2? Man, you're rattling off all these things and I have no idea what they are. Isn't that a rock supergroup? Not the Battlefield game. Maybe we could look at that. Sounds like a plan. Here we go. Going to Melbourne at 122.1. Going over to that. Yeah, that's actually something that I can look at. Change it up a bit, do a bit of that, bit of Battlefield, get into that. Because I've never done it before, so.
Melbourne Center, Qantas 1835, flight level 390.
I just realized for some reason tonight, our engines are super loud. My ears are like bleeding. Great cast of characters. You got me very intrigued in this, so we might have to look at it. I'm just gonna flick it up on Steam here. Oh, I can't even spell. Is it on Steam? Uh-huh. Oh my god, that's only like $30. That is hell cheap. Oh, legit wasn't expecting it to be that cheap. But again, it's a 2010 game, so... There you go. Hold on, holds up. That's what you want. Button for 2. I have looked at that, but that, yeah, that's not really something I've really thought of doing though. You sound very intrigued by it. The nuts. Classic. What we need to do is grab ourselves the arrival information from Melbourne. I'm gonna go to... I don't know which button it is, this one. Wow, 200 at 7. Is that just me or is that gonna be very windy? Let's grab the... I'm not trying to grab the McDo. Oh, bit of lag there for some reason. I'm gonna go to performance page. Approach QNH is going to be 1013. Temps are 12 degrees. It's pissing down winds and rain. Damn, man. I bet you it's going to be a shift flight in then. $200 at 7 knots. Yeah. I bet it's gonna be very bad. Transition altitude is 10,000. That wind doesn't look right. I'm just gonna get my metadata from the aviationweather.gov site because that's much more accurate. Actually, it seems actually very accurate to that. Holy hell. That is actually very accurate. Just a 12, that's correct. 2991 is the altimeter. Wow, it's actually really accurate. And winds are 200 degrees, 8 miles per hour, 7 knots. Visibility 6 or more miles, 10 plus kilometers. Ceiling is 2,400 feet. Clear clouds at 1,800 feet. Broken clouds at 2,400 feet. Light rain. I mean, I'm using real weather, I think. Live weather. Yeah, live weather's on, so we'll find out when we get to Melbourne what it's gonna be like. Weird, yeah. Everything's looking good in the flight plan though, and in the flight, all the instruments are looking fine. We could probably turn off seatbelt signs. blinds have been switched off. You have free to move around the cabin. Jennifer, that's going to give you some food. Thanks, Jennifer. Love how it plays music in the background. Alrighty. 31 minutes left in the flight, not long to go. We're pretty much going to be descending soon. It's only a very short flight. But that's good though. So we're looking at Spider, I think is where the top of the descent's going to be. What a name for a waypoint. Let's see if that's even in the chart here. Nope. That's not even a waypoint in the MAC2. That's right. We'll just wait for ATC to give us descent instructions. That's the best we can really do at this moment. I'm loving the A32NX though. It's such a great plane to fly. I don't know if there's another update for it. They've been updating this thing so frequently. Yeah, exactly. So look, there's another update available. That's a recent one too. I am looking forward to the A380X. That would be so much fun. It's almost like a Boeing except Airbus. It'd be awesome. Going to 124.0 Melbourne Centre.
124.0 Qantas 1835. Melbourne Centre Qantas 1835 flight level 390.
So we're going into runway 16. It should be a smooth approach in. As long as we don't have any problems. We got a shit ton of fuel though. 11,720 pounds of fuel. More than enough. $16 to 5, yeah. I'm actually happy to do a legit flight from Adelaide to Melbourne though. Half of the time I've done a flight, they've always given me a weird ass runway, and it's never been an ILS approach. It's always been like some other approach that I've never experienced before, so it's good to do a ILS approach tonight. I don't think I have a Melbourne scenery though. I think it's all just default. Yeah, there's not much left in the flight here. As you can see, we're coming up to whatever that is. I don't know why that's all smushed up like that. Oh wow. Oh damn it. That's a nice shot. Bit of an angle there. Bit of Qantas link experience. What I would love to see them do though is implement a detailed interior of the aircraft instead of it just being like nothing. Like there's literally no interior. It'd be so cool to see them in a future update to actually add an interior. Just little things. What I'm keen to do though is a stream with police simulator patrol officers. They've actually got a new update coming out soon. It's the drug update, and the new animation to finally handcuff people from the behind. That's not what I meant. Like from behind the back instead of being out the front. Because currently when you arrest someone in that game, it's done by the front, not behind, which doesn't make any sense. So that new update's coming out, I think this week or next week. So that'd be cool to experience is a legit arrest. But that'd be fun. Let's see what this Melbourne weather's doing. The puddles update seems legit. Oh wow, yeah, there's a lot of rain, isn't there? %80 chance. Okay, yeah, we're gonna be northwesterly is 15 to 20 kilometers. Yeah, okay. Get keen. I was going to get my old mate to help install LSPDFR, but I think with my experience, I should be okay to do it by myself. We'll have to see. But that's something I can look at a later date, though. Since Spider's not in the waypoints anymore, Gracie, is that even in the waypoint? I don't know why it doesn't match. Yeah, that doesn't even match. Is it even a Wendy? No. Why are waypoints so out? Because we departed from the Bendu 2 departure, and then we're going into the Wendy 9A. So I don't know why that's not synchronized. Whatever. You would think that we're beginning. You would think we'd begin our descent soon. We're literally 60 nautical miles out. But we're almost like. We're literally about 80 nautical miles to Melbourne. I'll turn that terrain radar. Turn the landing systems on. I just want to get myself as prepared as possible. I'm surprised they haven't given us any instructions. Oh yeah, look at those clouds.
Qantas 1835 contact Melbourne Center on 135 decimal 7. Good day.
Dun, 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 dun. Going to 135.7. Yeah, look at those storm clouds. Going over Ballarat.
Melbourne Center, Qantas 1835, flight level 39.
That's probably why we don't have to descend just yet, because we're just going over Ballarat. Going to Wendy as planned. Going to 290. There we go. Finally we can descend. Going to 290.
Descend and maintain flight level 290, Qantas
Going to 290. We're going to turn on the safety seatbelt sign. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking with Vic. God damn it, Karen. Just letting you know we're descending to a lower altitude now as we're coming into Melbourne. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking with Vic. God damn it, Karen. Here it is. Just letting you know we're descending to a lower altitude now as we're coming into Melbourne. Thank you. Bloody flight attendants always interrupt you. 21 minutes left until we descend or until we arrive. Dude. What I'm gonna do is keep the flight directors on for the right, the train ND on for the right. I'm gonna turn that off for this side so we can get the weather, so we know what's going on. I'm assuming that's probably all the weather that's coming in from the rain. As we get lower to the ground, it will obviously detect more. But this is a quick descent. That's about 4,000 feet a minute. 5,000 feet a minute. Damn, we are plummeting to the ground. Pretty quick. Let's turn the constraints on. So by next time we're going to be below 9,000 feet. Coming up to 29,000. There's gonna be a lot of rain. You can see the orange starting to come in now. I can't see any clouds, but I'm sure they're gonna be out there. All enough. Going to 17,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 17,000.
Beginning our descent. Let's set the auto brake to medium. I'm gonna arm the ground spoiler. What's the temperatures? -30, so yeah, it's quite cold. We're gonna leave the anti-ice systems on until probably like 5,000. Because obviously when we're coming in for landing, they're gonna have a bit of an impact on our landing, so we want those off before we land. Suggest a descent. I'm not sure if we should do an expedited descent. I'm gonna activate the expedited descent a little bit faster. Might have to set some ground spoilers here. Just to slow ourselves down. Yeah, the passengers aren't gonna be happy, but we're gonna slow ourselves down a bit. Yeah, they're very not happy with that. That's fine. We're just
From the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. Take a peek outside your window this evening and take in the view we have right here.
look at that orange. At least it's just out from the airport, so it's not too bad. We might be okay. Passing 19,000. I think we've already got the localizer. It is 2991 for the QNH. For some reason that doesn't go to... And it goes to 2999, not 2989 or 2992 for some reason. I don't know why it doesn't do in between. Anywho. Transporters armed. Going up to 17,000. We'll continue my descent down. I'm gonna get it ready. We should be a lot lower than this by now.
Qantas 1835, contact Melbourne Center on 124.0. Good day.
124.0 for Qantas 1835.
Going over to Melbourne Center.
Melbourne Center, Qantas
Got a nice well lights turned on. I'm gonna go to ring lights. Alright, we turn the lights coming on. 2991. So they don't want us to descend anymore. Even though we should be below 6,000. What is going on here? Why? I think
Qantas 1835
I think it's thinking we're like further out from what our current assigned altitude.
5,000 feet, Qantas 183.
I'm so confused. Why is it doing this? What was going straight to the airport? Why is it doing this? Come on. Why is it doing this to us? Sick dude, thanks for that. We're just trying to combat the aircraft at the moment. This is some weird ass thing. It was like going straight to Melbourne. I don't know why it's doing this. We haven't given ourselves enough time to descend. We just have to fly around a bit just to get that descent down. We're gonna turn packs off. That way we can expedite. Because yeah, I haven't really experienced LSPDFR recently with all the new GTA 5 updates and stuff, so it'd be fun to get in there and see what it's like. 2989, 2988.
Qantas 1835, contact Melbourne approach on 132.0. Good day.
Going into Melbourne approach.
132.0, Qantas 1835. Melbourne approach, Qantas 1835 is at 10,000.
Okay, we're gonna go landing lights on.
Qantas 1835 Melbourne approach altimeter 29.88 continue to pass go as planned. Generic uniform Yankee, X-ray please expedite your climb 10,000.
Look at those clouds right there. But there's noise. We're going to Isla 16 with the wind 9A arrival. Insert that. I'm gonna go direct to have picked. However, we got some sort of approach to get to. I think it's because we didn't give ourselves enough time to descend. That's why it's kind of freaking out. At least we got enough fuel though. I mean, we literally went from 39,000 feet straight down to 9,000. So I'm gonna go flaps 1. Flaps 2. Slow the plane down here.
Generic uniform Yankee, X-ray contact Melbourne Center on 124.0. Good day.
What's the temperature like now?
124.0 generic uniform.
Still pretty cold.
X-ray.
Plummeting? Yeah, no shit. -2. Should be freezing. We're going to have peaks as the next waypoint. I don't know why we're slowing down so fast though. Still got a bit of a distance to go to our arrival and to our approach. Very bumpy. It should be like 6,000 feet. This is such a weird approach. I reckon when we get back to Adelaide, we're going to maintain like 30,000 feet. Because there's no real need to go up to 39,000 feet for a short flight like this. Like, you're not up there for long and you got to descend quite early. Release some flaps here. We're doing some weird stuff. I reckon we're going, yeah, we're gonna get back onto Goop. The Goop, I can't even pronounce that. I'm following this arc in. You've done the weirdest approach I've ever seen. I know I have. I think, as I said, we came in too high, and it's just screwed everything up. And the plane's just trying to adjust to everything. Now, that's a good approach, but we're just too high. You know, I'm just gonna take manual control. This is just weird.
Qantas 1835 contact Melbourne Center on 124.0. Good day.
Oh my god. What is going on now?
Qantas 1835 acknowledged last transmission.
Alright, we're gonna go... I don't know what's going on. Yeah, doing some weird stuff.
Melbourne Center, Qantas 1835 is passing 9,400 feet, descending 9,000 feet.
Qantas 1835 Melbourne Center.
Oh, I see ground.
29.991 continue to pass bill as planned. Qantas 1835 contact Melbourne approach on 132.0. Good day.
We're overspeeding now. God damn it.
Going to 132.0, Qantas 1835.
We're gonna go direct to Delta. The flight from hell. That's what this is gonna be.
Melbourne approach, Qantas 1835 is at 10,700 feet, descending 9,000 feet.
Oh my god, are we ever gonna get to Melbourne?
1835 Melbourne approach altimeter 29.991 continue as planned. Qantas 1835, you are 17 miles north. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors. ILS Yankee runway 16 approach.
Where even are we? Wind is throwing everything off? Yeah, it really is. We're going way too fast as well.
Acknowledge last transmission.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors. ILS Yankee runway 16 approach, Qantas 1835.
It is very windy.
Qantas 1835 contact Melbourne Center on 124.0. Good day.
Oh my god, give me a sec. I didn't know the weather was this bad. Alright, I think I know where we are now. I still got nothing coming on the radars.
Melbourne Center, Qantas 1835 is at 13,100 feet descending.
We should be descending. Oh my god. I legit do not know where I am. Like I said, whether it's horrible or something. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. I'm just gonna try and descend a bit. Get some flaps in. I just need a landmark and a reference to where I'm going. Is that fuel warning? No, it shouldn't be. I think it's just overspeed. We've still got plenty of fuel. I think we're getting back on track now.
135.7 Qantas 1835.
We're going direct to Delta. Yeah, at this point we just need to land.
Melbourne Center, Qantas 1835 is passing 10,100 feet.
I think we're good.
descending 9,000 feet.
Okay, here we go. We're looking good now.
Qantas 1835 Melbourne Center altimeter 29.85 continue as planned.
9.85. Here we go. Oh yeah, we all overshot that bad. No, we should be good actually to get onto Delta. I'm just gonna descend to 3,000. We might have to land without ATC clearance.
124.0.
I've definitely done better approaches than this. That is a fact.
Melbourne Center, Qantas 1835 8,900 feet.
Qantas 1835 Melbourne Center altimeter 29.80 continue as planned.
Okay, we're just gonna go on Delta and just go in that way.
35 contact Melbourne approved on 132.0. Good day.
132.0 Qantas 1835.
That's gonna be the best thing we can do.
Melbourne approach Qantas 1835 8,000.
We're gonna expedite this this descent.
Qantas 1835 Melbourne approved altimeter 29.80 continue as planned.
Alright, good. We're starting to descend now down to 3,000.
Qantas 18350 or 800 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 9,000 feet altimeter, 29.88.
Gonna turn her off.
Climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Qantas 1835.
I think the best thing to do is just cancel out the I-5.
Melbourne approach Qantas 1835 would like to cancel ILR.
Qantas 1835 IFR flight plan and cancel radar service terminated.
We're gonna maintain 3,000. We're gonna then get back onto them again and try and get a new flight plan established. We got a fly following.
Melbourne approach Qantas 1835 is type Airbus A20 and 7 miles west of Yankee Kilo India November 6,000 feet. Request flight following.
Qantas 1835 Melbourne approach
3734.
3734. Qantas 1835 radar contact 9 miles west of Yankee Kilo India November 4,500 feet. Altimeter 29.91.
Roger Qantas 1835.
We got a full stop landing with Melbourne.
Qantas 1835 is 16 miles east, 3,500 feet with India to land.
Qantas 1835 Melbourne Tower. Altimeter 29.9 or 1 with 19 14. Fly straight at runway 16.
Well, we're getting very low now.
Fly straight in runway 16 Qantas 1835.
Okay, we're flying straight in with runway 16. We're doing a bit of a different approach. We're gonna lock into Delta here. Okay, we're not gonna go flaps just yet. I'm gonna kill music. I'm gonna concentrate. Oh, look at that. The weather is bad. Right, we're at 3,000. We got the glide slope and localizer established. I'm gonna go landing gear. Ground spoilers armed. You could turn off anti-ice. Right, this is a bit of an approach. We're coming in a different way now, but at least we're going to be landing. Cabin checks.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Flaps. This is better. I'm down to 2,000. We got a better approach now, puddles. At 2. Runway in sight. Flaps 3. Localizer. Yay, home. I know, right? That was a bit of an interesting approach. My god. I think it's because we came in too high, and that's what caused the whole flight plan just to get all jumbled up. But anyway. Not a big deal.
1,000.
1,000. We're going to maintain 2,000. I realize that we're traveling on idle. And we got ourselves back up on all this idle's not even on. We might be coming in too fast now. Alright. That's one. Cat 3 signal, that's what we want. That's 3. 2. That's 3. No rain though, we haven't counted any rain yet. That's full. That's a better approach. Now we have the runway in sight. Oh, I've been waiting to hear that. Clear the land. Thank God.
Cleared to land runway 16 Qantas 1835.
Now we have the glide slope locked. Once we get to about 500 feet, we'll go ahead and disengage. Auto throttle.
1,000. 1,000.
1,000. Minimums. What a tense landing. I'm hoping we have a better approach into Adelaide. 800. We're gonna set our missed approach to 5,000. Melbourne, here we come. 500. Very soon.
500.
500. Water department disengaged. I have control. That wind really wants to push you up.
400.
Landing.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Oh, she really was fighting me then. $60 reverse thrust idle. Shit was smooth. Not so bad. That wind though was really fighting me then. We'll take the next. We'll take this one here. Take this next taxiway.
Qantas 1835, turn next taxiway.
And roger that. Dead stick landing. There we go. Achievement accomplished. Flaps retracted. Ground spoilers retracted.
Contact ground on 121 decimal.
Flight director's constraints coming off. We're gonna just turn off.
121.74 Qantas.
We'll shut down here for a second. And shut ourselves down. We'll turn the APU on. Landing lights can come off. Our return lights can come off. Wing lights will turn off. Laser lights to taxi. I don't know if we have to cross any runways. Nope, we don't. Cool, so we can turn these strobe lights off. Go to ground. Transponders off. We'll go taxi to the gate.
Melbourne ground, Qantas 1835 taxi to the gate.
Qantas 1835, taxi to gate 59er by taxiway.
590.
Taxiing to gate 59er using taxiway Qantas 1835.
Not too bad. I mean, it was an interesting approach. Definitely the worst approach I've ever done. At least the gate is nearby. So we can refuel and get back on up to Adelaide. Get the music back here. You missed this sign? Yeah, I know, right? Wait, how's this working? Oh, we're going in over there. I see. We'll turn off the taxi lights off. Wait, how's this working? Well, those arrows really threw us off. We definitely want to be on this line. I can't even see what I'm doing. I need those lights back on. Really, you turn the taxi lights off when you're taxiing to the gate, but I cannot see anything. Oh jeez, there's the line. Follow this guy's instructions. He wants us a bit more to the left. There we go. Bit more. We'll go there. Parking brakes on. We got all of our services. Engines powered down. Taking lights off. Good old logbook. Taking lights off. There we go. Welcome to Melbourne. Not too bad. We'll go ahead and get the new flight plan set up. We'll go over to Simbroof. I do. Melbourne, back to Adelaide. We'll go like 30,000 feet. I think that'd be better. Oh. We're gonna go flight level 300. Let's go over here and grab the flight plan. Here we go, boom, return, just like that. Link that to the McDo, we'll get the fuel truck in.
Melbourne ground, Qantas 1835. Could you please send a fuel truck?
Qantas 1835, the fuel truck is on the road.
Awesome, so we got fuel coming. Oh, it's right there. Perfect. Fuel for us is going to be 17.4. Everything 0.6 will do. And I'm having a blood nose, I'll be back. Dear. Imagine having a blood nose on stream. Wouldn't be me. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Just having a bit of a nosebleed. I just have to start talking like this. Alright, we are back. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, excuse me. We are back in business. The flight plan is all good to go. We just need to get clearance now.
Melbourne ground, Qantas 1835. Could you please disconnect the jetway from the aircraft?
Get the ATIS information.
Melbourne Airport information, Juliet 1200 Zulu. Line 238 at 15. Visibility 6.
Altimeter 2994.
Condition, ceiling 1,700 feet overcast. Temperature 11. Dew point 10.
Melbourne ground, Qantas 1835 ready to copy IFR clearance to Adelaide.
Qantas 1835 is cleared to Adelaide Airport as filed. Takeoff runway
Maintaining 5,000. Oh, cool. We've already got that set anyway.
feet.
Heading, we can clear.
129.4 squawk 2127.
Flight director's on. Squawk 2127.
Qantas 1835 cleared to Adelaide Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 16 climb and maintain 5,000
Sweet.
feet. Departure on 129.4 squawk 2127.
Yeah, should be good to go. Constraints coming on.
Readback correct. Contact ground on 121.7. Good day.
We are fueled up, ready to go. We'll go to ground. We'll turn on the beacon lights, strobe lights to auto. I don't think we need we could just connect all of our vehicles. Close up all the doors. Alrighty. Turn off the dome lights. Turn the power off.
Melbourne ground, Qantas 1835.
Get the pushback.
Pushback.
Qantas 1835 pushback request accepted.
Alright, we got the pushback accepted. APU blade on. Seatbelt signs on. Yeah, it's waiting for the pushback truck.
Qantas 1835 requesting pushback.
Qantas 1835 pushback request accepted.
Alright, we're gonna go into reverse. We're gonna fire up both engines at the same time. Because we can't do a dual engine startup, so we're just gonna do that. Alright, we're gonna set. Go ahead and set parking brake.
Tango Mike November 596 taxi to parking.
Generic Tango Mike November 596 taxi to General Aviation Parking via Taxiway Bravo.
Terrain coming on. The spoilers. Laps 2.
To General Aviation Parking via Taxiway Bravo, generic 5906.
Alrighty, that's looking good. Get taxi IFR.
Melbourne ground Qantas 1835 with Juliet.
Turn on
ready to
the
taxi IFR.
visible lights.
Qantas 1835 taxi to and hold short of runway 16 via taxiway Alpha Cross runway 27 Alpha. Contact tower on 120.5.
Engines have stabilized.
Taxiing hold short runway 16 using taxiway Alpha Cross runway 27.
Do a flight control check. All left rudder. Neutral. Alright. Aileron. Neutral. Pitch down. Neutral. Pitch up. And neutral. All left rudder. Neutral. All right rudder. Neutral. Flap huddles. See you next time, man. Where are we going? Apply some power. Using runway 16. Auto brake set to max. Cabin crew informed.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Takeoff config. Norm. So I suspect we're crossing the runway. That's what I'm gathering. And then we're going this way. Oops, don't mind this, we're doing some off-roading. You can probably turn strobe lights off. This is We've seen nothing. I think we should be going this way. TRI transponder story is coming on. Transponders set. Alright, we're just taxiing up to runway 16. We're gonna depart from Melbourne and head to Adelaide to runway 23. Just making our way up to the runway. 5,000 feet for the initial departure. Everything else is looking good. Flaps 2. Things are looking great. Perfect. Go runway to the flights on. Ring lights coming on. As well as at the takeoff. Landing lights coming on. Holding short. Runway 16.
Melbourne Tower Qantas 1835 at runway 16 ready for departure IFR to Adelaide.
Qantas 1835 altimeter 29er, 4 wind 238 at 15. Cleared for takeoff, runway 16.
Clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff runway 16 Qantas 1835.
Right, we are clear for takeoff. Right now coming on. Clock started. Gonna kill the music. Flex 45. Pitch down 5 degrees. 60% M1. Airspeed's alive. 60 knots, cross check. Continuing. 80 knots. Neutral at 100. V1, rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Flaps 1. Good departure, we've got to go ahead and retract ground spoilers. We'll manually fly the plane out for the time being.
Qantas 1835, contact Melbourne, departure on 129er decimal 4. Good day.
129er decimal 4, Qantas 1835.
Go. Total climb.
Melbourne departure, Qantas 1835 is at 1,500 feet, climbing 5,000 feet.
Qantas 1835, Melbourne, departure altimeter 29er decimal 9er 4, continue to LVAC as planned.
Make the right bank. Speeds.
2,500.
Cut off some of the lights. There's lots of low visibility.
Qantas 1835, climb and maintain 10,000.
Going to 10,000. Push control on.
Climb and maintain 10,000 feet, Qantas 1835.
Once we get up a bit higher, we'll turn the music back on. And now we'll just continue on our heading.
Qantas 1835, contact Melbourne Center on 124.0. Good day.
Going to 124.0, Qantas 1835. Melbourne Center, Qantas 1835 is at 7,900 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
Qantas 1835, Melbourne Center altimeter 29er decimal 9er 4, continue to LV as planned. Qantas 1835, contact Melbourne, departure on 129er decimal 4. Good day.
Going to 129er decimal 4, Qantas 1835. Melbourne departure, Qantas 1835 is at 9,200 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
Qantas 1835, Melbourne, departure altimeter 29er decimal 9er 4, continue to LV as planned.
Alright, we are almost approaching 10,000. Approaching 10,000, landing lights off. Restraints off. Not a bad departure out.
Qantas 1835, contact Melbourne Center on 124.0. Good day.
124.0 Qantas 1835. Melbourne Center Qantas 1835 10,000 feet.
Qantas 1835, Melbourne Center, altimeter 29.9 continue to Nevis as planned.
Wow, they still us to maintain 10,000. I think they would make us just ascend to a high altitude. Well, that was 3,000, 300, yeah, 30,000. Anyway. I guess we'll just wait until they need us to ascend. Well, I guess we'll wait till, yeah, we can ascend higher. What we'll do is we'll get the arrival information for Adelaide. We can pop that into the performance page. QNH is 30.00. 3000. Temperatures are 12. Winds are 180 at 8. Transitional altitude is still 10,000. Perfect. So the flight plan from here to Adelaide is pretty straightforward. I'm going to bring this one up for you. We'll zoom in here. Route 5. It's a pretty straightforward one. So from Lillemus, it's basically straight up as follows, and then straight into runway 23. Like so. So it's not a crazy not too crazy. It's going to altitude increase by 10,000. That'll bring us up to 20,000 feet.
Melbourne Center, Qantas 1835. Request flight level 200.
Qantas 1835, climb and maintain 16,000 feet. Expect flight level 200.
Roger. Is that still constraints? No, that's not. Right, 16,000.
Climb and maintain 16,000 feet. Expect flight level 200. Qantas 1835.
It's weird how we're still at 16,000 feet when we should be pretty much going up to 20,000 feet. But anyway, and there's no flight restrictions or anything, so I'm not sure why we're still maintaining this altitude. $30,000 feet by Drinner. How far away is that? Oh my god, that's almost more than the time we descend. Anyway. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any significant weather in Adelaide. It looks pretty calm. 6 or more miles visibility. No clouds, no rain. Pretty good. Get some music back in here. Thank God for that. Okay, we're going up to 20,000 feet. Finally.
Climb and maintain flight level 200 Qantas 1835.
Going up to 20,000 feet. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We'd like to welcome you aboard Qantas link 1835 from your return flight from Adelaide to Melbourne, Melbourne back to Adelaide. I'd like to take the oh god, can't English. I'd like to take the moment to welcome you on board. Our current flight time is going to be approximately stand by on that. About an hour flight, roughly. I believe. Something like that. Yeah, we'd like to welcome you aboard. We hope you have a pleasant flight with us. There's not much more I've got to say here other than just welcome. We're currently climbing to 20,000 feet. It is a little bit of a turbulence at the moment that we're encountering. Once we reach cruise altitude, we would expect to turn the safety signal sign off. However, we do encourage you to remain seated at all times in the unlikely event of unexpected turbulence. Nonetheless, sit back, relax, and enjoy the remainder of your flight. Aaron's going to come around shortly with some bevies, so please, yeah, get excited for that. Have some beverages coming through soon. Nonetheless, guys, that's all I've got for you for this evening, and we look forward to speaking to you soon on our descent down into Adelaide, which are approximately 50 minutes. I don't really know, there's not much given information here. I don't know when we're actually descending, so yeah, I'm a pilot, I should know this information, but you know, I couldn't really give a shit, so well, we should land safely. Fingers crossed. All in Godspeed. Peace out. Alright, that was one of the most interesting cabin announcements I've ever done, to be honest, but who gives a... So we've reached 20,000 feet. We can probably put all of this information to... We can probably go to standard now. Standard Q&H. Over to standard. We're looking pretty good at the moment. Why is that? Why is that all button? Oh, does it cycle through them all? Interesting. Handicap status is normal. Perfect. Yes, there's been an interesting stream. We had a... I don't know what happened on that approach into Melbourne before. It almost was like we came in too high which we did. I experienced that. We're coming down from 39,000 feet, coming into, you know, a lower altitude quite fast. And yeah, result of us to overshoot a little bit, but we got there. It's just weird. It is a pretty crazy flight though. Where's this light coming from? Ah, it's that. The console floor. That makes sense. It'll probably be just, yeah, just about an hour or so flight. From here to Adelaide, not too bad. Failures, full simulation of the failures before, what the fuck is that? Below, isn't yet guaranteed. So we got failures apparently up in here. I don't know what that does, but Captain PFD display. Oh, I turned off the PFD display. Oh, great. Okay, we're back. That's funny. So you can like, what does TR1 do? Did that do anything? TR1. Was that fuel? I don't even know what that failure does. First officer PFD display. Oh, that's that one. Interesting. So full simulation isn't yet guaranteed, so I don't know what TR1 stands for, or TR2 stands for. That is very interesting. Anyway, so we're still cruising at 20,000 feet, and we're meant to be going up to 30,000 feet. And I don't know why it's taken this long to get up to that. cruising altitude, but there's no flight restrictions or anything, so it's weird. It says, and like before you know it, we're going to be descending anyway, so I don't know. It is a weird. It is so dark out. Obviously, it's nighttime though. Let's see if we got any weather. Not so much into Adelaide. A bit from Melbourne, obviously, but going into Adelaide doesn't look like there's much weather forecast. Which is good. It should be a smooth flight in. We're going to do a quick flow check just to make sure all our instruments are fine. I'm going to start on the full left side of the overhead panel. Why is the cabin going in reverse? What the hell? Why is it all inverted now? Oh, that's convenient. For some reason the camera just went inverted. That was very weird. Anyway, we're gonna do a flow check. 8 other IRS are fine. Flight controls are good. CVR recorder's fine. All that's good. Cabin crew supply. That's all good. We're looking green for everything else. Not too bad. Very nice flight out. I love that red in the sky. Looks beautiful. I'm thinking whether I use Pilot ATC software again. It's what I've been using in the past instead of the default ATC. It's just I find this conflicts with the flight plans from SimBrief to Pilot ATC and into Microsoft Flight Sim. For some reason it doesn't sync properly. So like you get different you get different waypoints, which doesn't make much sense. I don't know why I steered away from it and went back to the default ATC software in Microsoft Flight Sim, because it kind of all works together. So like for example, if I had Pilot ATC up right now, I'll get a completely different route from what's actually imported into the MacDo, which makes zero sense. So unless it's the case that the AirX cycle has to be updated, I don't know, but it's weird how it doesn't all line up. It's weird how we're still doing 20,000 feet. Let's get another 10,000 feet here.
Melbourne Center, Qantas 1835. Request flight level 300.
Qantas 1835
Cool.
and maintain flight level 300.
We can go up to flight level 300.
Maintain flight level 300, Qantas 1835.
Qantas 1835 contact Melbourne Center on 122.1. Good day.
Finally, we can go up to our cruising altitude.
One Qantas 1835.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking. We want to let you know we are currently ascending to our cruise altitude of 30,000 feet for this flight. Once we've reached the assigned altitude, we will, of course, turn off the safety signal signs and you'll be free to move around the cabin if needed. And we do advise, though, that you remain seated in. For the event of unexpected turbulence should arise, you are secured into your seats. I'm trying to get back to you on the ETA of reaching Adelaide. We're looking probably be about 40 to 50 minutes remaining of this flight. Well, let's guys, thank you for flying with us, and we'll get back to you soon. No, not too bad. What sucks is that I'm doing this flight in real time. So I live in Adelaide. So for me it's 23:54 at night. So it is a long stream. Oh well. Makes up for it. Right. Let's get some more information from Adelaide here. In case things have changed. Altimeter's 299 so that's changed. Temperatures are still 12, winds are 208. A little bit windy in Adelaide. Format error. I'll put that in the wrong spot, lol. Here we go. Transition altitudes are the same, so it looks like there's a bit more weather now. We've got fuel clouds at 1800 feet. Ceilings at 2400 feet. Broken clouds at 2400 feet. No significant weather observed. It's possible light rain. Visibility 6 or more miles. Not too bad, really. Weather-wise, yeah, we should have a bit in Adelaide, maybe. I mean, I'm there right now, and I can tell you right now, there's no rain from what I can hear now. So, only time will tell. We're using the A321X with the Qantas Link liveries. You can't see it obviously because it's pitch black, but it does look very nice. And it's super loud out there. I'm very keen to get into the A380 from this company. I lost my mouse again. Hang on a second. This is awkward. There we go. Almost at 30,000 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain.
This is your captain speaking.
Oh, sorry, wrong button.
This is Captain speaking. Want to let you know that we're almost reaching 30,000 feet. Jennifer is going to come around shortly with the beverages, provide them to you at $10 a beer or wine. I'm sorry how it's costing you this much. You know what, since it's a Saturday morning, we're going to bump it up to $30. I know it sounds very excessive and quite dear for some beer and wine, but we're going to make some money up here, so hit up Jennifer for some alcohol beverages. And Simon will come around with some chocolate bars, because you clearly want to eat those at night time, so that's all I've got. Unfortunately, we don't have any meal services. That's the word I was looking for. No meal services tonight. I'm sorry, I know it sucks, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Peace out. Yeah, this flight is a rip-off. Right, 30,000 feet. We can turn off the safety. We can turn off the safety signal signs. This is Captain speaking. Want to let you know the safety signal sign is now been switched off. We've reached our cruising altitude for this flight. You are free to move around the cabin if you choose. However, we do encourage that you remain seated in the event that we crash or we stall or something unexplained happens, like turbulence. I'm really digging this song, so if you would excuse me, I want to go and dance. Thank you. All right. Fuel-wise, we're looking good. 1,360. Bound to cross over Bordeaux. Not much left in the flight when you look at it though, compared to what's left in us here. Let's go over to plan mode. We're gonna go about 40 nautical miles. That gives us a nice bit of room to move with. We'll go to the flight plan here. So we're coming up to Nevis. And then, no, sorry, we're coming to Bordeaux now. You can see a little flight module, little plane there. And from there, going to Dukes, to Dorina, to Comley, and then straight in via the gully transition into runway 23. Pretty good. Put that back to play mode. Arc. We'll go 80 nautical miles. It is so dark out there. Oh my god. Alright. Sorry, I just had to check some stuff though. Coming up to... What's that? Borged? Well, I can never pronounce half of these waypoints. Was it Bordeaux? Oh, it was an O, Bordeaux. Okay. It was an O, not a G. Be stupid. We've been up in the air for about 40 minutes. 42 minutes. That's almost half the flight. I reckon next stream we'll do some LSPDFR. That'll be pretty fun. Change it up a bit. That is the plan. Making a little bank. Let's see where we are on the map. We are in South Australia. Alright, going to Melbourne Centre 123, 125.3.
Going to 125.3 Qantas 1835.
And now officially in Australia, or South Australia.
Melbourne Centre Qantas 1835 flight left 300.
Qantas 1835 Melbourne Center, continue to do as planned.
Roger that. I should make this a bit taller. I think it's control with that. Was that alt? I can't remember what that's at the shortcut to. Was it alt control up? Was it shift? Oh. Definitely not that. Oh, that's right. I gotta set the button, don't I? So basically what I'm doing is I'm setting up custom cameras. I'm using the arrow keys to move around, and then what I can do is I hit control 0, and that sets the camera. If I want, I can go like back here, and then hit control 0, and that sets it to there. And left alt, I can move forward and hit control 0, and that sets the camera into place. That's how I got all these custom views, which are different wing views. I like this view though, that's pretty cool. And we're coming up to Drainer soon. Passing Dukes. We passed Dukes, so we should be pretty much on the way to descend into Adelaide soon. Not long to go. Drain is about 53 nautical miles, so that's pretty much where our top of descent's going to be, I reckon. Let's have a look here. Go to the flight plan. Past Duke's is the top of descent, so yeah, before Drainer actually is the top of descent, so really about now should be beginning our descent. I'm gonna go down to 20,000 feet.
Melbourne Center, Qantas 1835. Request flight level 200.
Qantas 1835 descend and maintain flight level 200.
I'm gonna begin our descent.
Descend and maintain flight level 200, Qantas 1835.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking. Well, let's let you know we're beginning our descent into Adelaide. We are coming down to 20,000 feet, so we're asked to remain seated. As of now, we are beginning our descent and arrival into Adelaide. Thank you. We'll put our constraints on. Going to be below 1300 by calmly. Arena might go down to 18. I'll go 15.
Melbourne Center, Qantas 1835. Request 15,000 feet.
Qantas 1835 descend and maintain flight level 200. Expect 15,000 feet.
Descend and maintain flight level 200. Expect 15,000 feet. Qantas 1835.
And the landing system's on. Alright, we're getting close to Adelaide. Hold the brakes set to medium. Transport armed. Going down to 15,000.
Descend and maintain 15,000 feet. Qantas 1835. Melbourne Center, Qantas 1835, requesting vector to next waypoint.
Qantas 1835, continue to Dina turning and following heading 250, resume on navigation.
Continue to Dina turning and following heading 250, resume on navigation. Qantas 1835.
So far, so good. Still continuing into Adelaide at the moment. Going to Calmly, but this looks very soon. And then to Drina is coming up first. We're at 15,000 at the moment. I'm sure they'll give us flight instructions soon. Taking the final turn on the bank. Not long to go now. Pretty much coming to Adelaide. Turn that train on. Okay, going down to 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Qantas 1835.
Want to go back to standard QNH. Adelaide is in front. This is it, ladies and gentlemen, the final approach going into Adelaide. Going into approach now.
Going to 124.2 Qantas 1835.
We'll turn on the runway, turn the flights on. Open up the doors for the landing lights, landing gear, nose levels. Sorry, the landing gear lights. Sorry, the nose wheel lights at the landing. Turn off anti-ice. Wing lights can come on. Go into approach.
Approach Qantas 1835 is at 10,800 feet, descending 4,000 feet.
Qantas 1835 approach altimeter tree 0.00, continue to breaking as planned. Qantas 1835 contact Melbourne Center on 125.3. Good day.
Going to 125.3 Qantas.
Going back to approach for some reason. Go back to Melbourne Center.
Melbourne Center Qantas 1835 is at 10,000
10,000 feet, landing lights on.
4,000 feet.
Qantas 1835 Melbourne Center altimeter tree 0.00, continue to Rocky as planned. Qantas 1835 contact approach on 124.2.
Going into approach.
Approach Qantas 1835 is passing the 8,200 feet, descending 4,000 feet.
Qantas 1835 approach altimeter 30.000, continue to Amen as planned. Qantas 1835, you are 21 miles east. Descend and maintain 3,800 feet, expect 4 DME runway 23 approach by Cookie transition. Clear to Cookie.
Descend and maintain 3,800 feet, expect 4 DME runway 23 approach by Cookie transition. Clear to Cookie.
Alright, we're getting our final descent. Flaps 1. They're going cool the music as we're coming for our landing here. Flaps 2. I have the field in sight. Approach mode selected.
Qantas 1835, please expedite your descent 3,800 feet.
Roger that, we're gonna expedite. We're gonna go flaps 3. And we'll go flaps 4. Cat 3 signal, check. Confirm transport arms, check. Water brake set to medium. Passing 5,000.
Qantas 1835, descend and maintain 3,000
Flight
feet.
attendants, please prepare for landing.
Going to 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Qantas 1835.
$2,500.
Localize the locks. Coming up to 3,000.
Qantas 1835 descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
Going to 2,000.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Qantas 1835.
2,500.
We're now descending down to 2,000 feet. Final approach, 2,000. Let it get down. For green check. $3,000 feet. Check.
Qantas 1835, you are 900 miles northeast of Adelaide. Contact tower on 120.5 when inbound.
Tower on 120.5. Qantas 1835.
Okay, we're gonna tune over to tower.
Tower Qantas 1835, 8 miles northeast inbound 4DME runway 23 approach.
Qantas 1835 tower. Altimeter 30.00, wind 181.10. Cleared VORDME runway 23 approach.
Alright, we're clear for the VORDME runway.
Cleared 4DME runway 23 approach. Qantas 1835.
We have the localizer.
Qantas 1835.181 at 10. Cleared to land runway 23.
We are clear to land.
Cleared to land runway 23. Qantas 1835.
When we get to 500, we'll go ahead and take over controls. Taking us down gently. $1,000 minimums. Landing. Landing. $800.
$500.
500. I have control.
$400.
Landing.
$300. $200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Reverses out. Maybe not.
Qantas 1835, turn next taxiway.
Roger that. Transport is retracted. That's retracted.
Qantas 1835, contact ground on 121.7.
121.7.
Electric is off. Train radar off. APU on.
Ground Qantas 1835, request taxi to the gate.
Qantas 1835, taxi to gate 26 Lima via taxiway Echo 2 cross runway 12 Delta Alpha 5 Alpha 6 Kilo.
Taxiing to gate 26 Lima via taxiway Echo 2 cross runway 12 Delta Alpha 5 Alpha 6 Kilo.
Welcome
Qantas
to Adelaide.
1835.
Brake van on. Not bad at all. Perfect. Grand APU is on. Beacon lights. Turning off. Engines. And that is it. Welcome back to Adelaide, everyone. Welcome back to Adelaide. That is gonna do it for this stream. Hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time. Let's go see who we're gonna raid. So we have Aussie officer. See you guys.